So, as many of you already know, I'm a pretty big Metallica fan, and James Hetfield is one of, if not my number one favorite guitar player because I like rhythms. I'm a rhythm guy. I'm not, you know, if you've listened to my music on here, I'm not a good soloist. If I can keep it in key, then that's a big enough accomplishment for me. But I like riffs. I'm pretty meat and potatoes when it comes to that. And, you know, I've reviewed the LTD Iron Cross, the LTD Snakebite, you know, kind of filling that bucket list, getting those Hetfield guitars. And one of the things that I've always wanted was a Explorer. Now, I did build two from kits, which they're nice guitars. The bodies are slightly smaller than a regular Explorer, but it still wasn't quite the real thing, if that makes sense. So I was on eBay one day and a really nice quality Epiphone Goth Explorer showed up, and it came with a hard case. So I placed a bid and I put what I would do as a maximum bid, and I figured, well, we'll see what happens. If I get it for that price, that's a fairly, actually it would have been a real, the price I got it for is a real steal for compared to what they're selling these for on like Reverb and eBay used, and I got a case to boot. So yeah, it worked out pretty good. So I sweated for a couple days watching the bids go up, and then I ended up winning it. Ultimately, what I really wanted was an '84 Explorer, but I was perfectly fine with this because I was going to kind of do the rusty thing with it. So once it came in, I stripped it all down. I moved the toggle switch to the first volume, like where the first volume pot goes. I had to drill that out a little bit to accommodate the toggle switch. I put an EMG black chrome headset in it, and I put a Tone Pros bridge and tailpiece on it. I should have changed the tuners because they kind of suck, but I didn't. But I have a set of black hip shot locking tuners that at the next string change, I'll put those on and get the little mini Grovers. I think they're Grovers. Get the little mini Grovers off there and go from there. They're just, I don't know, they're kind of sloppy. I don't know what the gear ratio is, but they just feel sloppy to me, and I don't like them. Which I normally like Grover tuners, but these ones are just kind of bleh. All in all, the guitar was in really good shape when it showed up. There's some shiny spots on because it's a satin finish. There's some shiny spots. So whoever had it, they played it, which I'm fine with that. But the frets were in good shape. They're not low or anything like that. There's no high frets. There's no crappy frets or anything like that. All I did was give them a little bit of a polish and oil up the fretboard a little bit, and it was good to go. I didn't have to mess around with spot leveling or re-leveling all of them, so that was a plus. You know, I'm still on the hunt for the '84 Explorer, just because I want that design. But you know, I'm perfectly happy with this. It's thick and chunky and sounds awesome. Headset, I mean, it sounds like what a headset sounds like. More than just the whole Hetfield thing, I just love the sound of those pickups, so that was why those pickups went in there. I'm making a metal pick guard that I will patina to kind of give it that rusty look. I thought about doing carbon fiber, but the thing with Epiphone guitars is sometimes the dimensions are not 100%, and some people have pointed out that the Epiphone Explorers are a little bit more rounded than the Gibson Explorers. Now that is because the Epiphone Explorers are traditionally based off of the 58 body shape, and Gibson traditionally their Explorers are based on the 76. They are similar, but the 76 is pointier and slightly bigger than the 58 Explorer. The specs that I found for the 58 pickguard were pretty close, but not quite dead on. So I could either trim down this carbon fiber pickguard that I 3D printed, or just start over and make the metal one and make it a full-on Rusty tribute. So we'll see what happens. Just got to get the time to cut the steel and things like that, and get the pickguard made now that I know where I went wrong. But you know, all in all, this is just this isn't a review. This is just a fun little, like, one of my guitars, and something that I've been looking for and trying to get for a long time, and now I have one. So it's a great guitar, and I'm sure you'll see it popping up on the channel here and there as I use it for some songs and stuff like that. But yeah, that's my Epiphone Goth Explorer. Anyways, guys, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch, and if you could rate, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff that helps out with the algorithm, it would be greatly appreciated. And again, thank you for taking the time to watch, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.